Welcome to Storybooks Network channel. It appears that many people have lost sight of the power of words in this day and age where anything can be Googled. Particularly, not everyone has the verbal skills necessary to influence events and achieve their goals. Some people might believe that being straightforward is the only option, or that it simply isn't worthwhile if you can't be forward about your objectives. Others think this strategy might spark a needless confrontation. However, there are a variety of consequences that can occur from using words carefully, including improving circumstances by persuading others to do what you desire. Reverse psychology is the name of this technique. How does reverse psychology work? It's an instance of manipulation, although not always. It happens when someone says or behaves in a way that is in opposition to what they genuinely want. The other person thus frequently acts in accordance with their true desires or needs. Most individuals won't be aware that they were tricked, but they can feel like they want to cave on the inside. How might I employ reverse psychology? Use ambiguous language to sway someone into doing what you want, such as in statements and comments. Keep your attention on what is most important to you in the meanwhile and try not to get distracted by minor details. Try acting in the opposite manner to being very front about your objectives. People who are more dominant than you could find this to be very effective. Reverse psychology can be employed, for instance, to persuade your partner to carry out your requests if you're more of a follower than the relationship's leader. There are various hazards when using reverse psychology because it is not always successful. For instance, if your partner is aware that you are manipulating or deceiving them, they may feel misled or controlled. Because of how cunning this tactic is, they might also think they can never trust you again. You both not getting what you need out of the relationship is another risk. As a result, there can be even more tension and issues than there were before. Work relationships and reverse psychology. Reverse psychology can, to some extent, be effective in workplace interactions. The game must be played in order to keep your reputation intact at work. Avoiding touchy subjects by being subtle can assist. Making your boss believe that he was the one who decided to order pizza every week or buy new office supplies is a cunning tactic. Be really direct and set aside all reverse psychology when negotiating a contract. It simply won't work in the legalese of a contract to claim you only want $5,000 when you really want $5 million. To be honest, though, my own experience demonstrates that when I pretended not to care about coworkers with who I really wanted to chat, they started to exhibit more attention and friendliness. Reverse psychology can, however, occasionally be applied in certain professional relationships. When attempting to maintain as smooth a relationship as possible, it's best to use it. However, when it comes to job obligations and contracts, one should be more forthright. How can I prevent falling for this trick? There are no assurances when it comes to reverse psychology, so be cautious. I'm aware of your partner's personality, so you might understand it sooner. Reverse psychology may not be the greatest approach, for instance, if they are wary or believe that everyone is like this. What if I'm wrong? If you discover later that you could have gotten what you wanted simply by asking for it straight, it's fantastic. Learning from your errors is acceptable. Just remember that it's their decision whether or not to comply with you, so try not to become angry when they refuse. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell symbol, then select all notifications to never miss a video upload from us. 9 specific techniques for using reverse psychology to influence others to do what you want. 1. Give your partner the decision-making power if you want them to complete an easy task. This is an excellent approach to recruiting help for household tasks. For instance, "Hey, mind putting out the trash?" You may also say, "I could really use some help with something," if they are watching television when you need them. 2. Get them to do what you want by using a small white lie. This strategy is effective if your spouse is obstinate and will unquestionably accept any information you provide that supports their viewpoint or perspective. As in, "Honey, I couldn't agree more. Everything you said was entirely accurate. It is impossible for me to have been accurate." 3. To persuade your partner to comply with your requests, you must create a sense of scarcity. Only if they believe they can't miss the opportunity will they be willing to do everything it takes. For instance, "Now that it's finally mine, I'm not going to let it go. I've been after this promotion at work forever. I need to concentrate on my career right now because this is my ideal job." 4. Allow them to believe they came up with the concept first. Reverse psychology is effective because even though your spouse thinks they are in charge, you really hold all the cards. You know what would be really good right now, for instance, if you'd wash the dishes. 5. Say something unfavorable about your proposal to pique their curiosity. Selling the idea of achieving what you want without necessarily doing it is the main goal of reverse psychology. For instance, "I don't feel like cooking tonight since I'm so exhausted. Do you want to merely order delivery?" 6. Because this method is less serious than direct communication, it can foster a joyful and lively atmosphere between the two parties. "Honey, I'm tired of you always leaving your clothing on the floor," for instance. "I'll dry them off if you do it once more." 7. When a person wants to buy something but is waiting for a better bargain, this strategy can be quite effective. "I'm simply not sure if I want this yet," for instance. "However, let me give it some more thought. When I went shopping in open marketplaces without price tags abroad, I mastered the art of this strategy. I even took the negotiation to my breaking point before leaving. The shopkeeper would follow me in each instance and accept my final price." 8. Reverse psychology can be the best strategy to acquire what you want when you believe someone wants to say no but is afraid to hurt your feelings. "You're not required to assist me with this project," for instance. "If you're too busy, that's cool. I'll work it out in some way." 9. Use complex language and muddled sentences to give the impression that they are better informed than you and are capable of making the choice. Because your partner believes they are guiding you or supporting you, reverse psychology is effective. For instance, "I'm not sure I get what you're trying to express. Could you please explain what you mean?" Final thoughts regarding reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is a fantastic approach to subtly influencing someone you love, or dislike, to do what you want. However, if this method is employed too frequently or in the incorrect circumstance, it might harm the relationship and has drawbacks. Make sure that all parties are in agreement before employing this strategy on a regular basis. This strategy can assist you to get someone to do what you want them to do when they are stubborn and aware of what you want without having them feel coerced. Although we learned a lot about reverse psychology, we also realized that it might not always be the best course of action. In the upcoming videos, we'll look at various topics. Thank you for taking the time to watch our channel.